Somebody recently contacted me asking for advice on what you should tell a loved one about your OCD, how best to navigate that relationship. Specifically, she wanted advice on what you tell a loved one to make them understand your OCD rituals. I could probably do a whole series on OCD and loved ones. It's just ripe for conversation. I think in this instance, the crux of it is you both know that your behaviour is illogical, but until you tell your loved one, they might not actually know that you know it's illogical too. Because this is where I think there is the potential for a lot of frustration to seep into things. And I'll give you an example from my life. If I'm going out of the house with my partner and I suddenly have a compulsion to go back and check something, or I don't know, put something at a silly angle. If my partner didn't know that I knew it was illogical, she would be stood there going, oh, for God's sake, like, how can you not see that you putting that thing at that angle is not going to change anything apart from the fact we're going to be late? How can you not see that? But because she knows, we've had lots of conversations over the years about it, she's aware that I know that too, that I know it's illogical. And so she generally what happens is she lets me get on with it 9 times out of 10. There might be times where it gets the better of her and she has to say, you're being ridiculous. But she's very understanding and she'll just let me get on with it because she knows by now that the quickest way for us to leave the house is if she just gives me a bit of time to do what I feel the need to do. And because we both know where we're coming from, I'm less likely to get frustrated at her as well because she'll just let me get on with it. And lots of things go unsaid now, I guess. We don't have lots of discussions about OCD. And that's where it should be. Like, I've spoken about this before. Like, although I'm obviously analysing OCD a lot in these videos, in day-to-day life, I try not to give it that much headspace because obviously I don't really want it to be a big part of my life. But I do think if you, especially if you live with someone or you're working with people, I think personally you would benefit from having open conversations with them because at least then, you know, your partner, your loved one might think that OCD is illogical and they might struggle to understand it, but at least they know that you struggle to understand it too.